Goes the theme music, folks. Welcome everybody to the Saturday edition of the Paranormal Portal. I'm your host, Brent Thomas, and I'm here to spook you up because that's what we try to do here. Not really. We like to have a good time. We like to talk about all this weird, unknown, strange stuff that surrounds us in our world, in our realities, and we're going to talk about a bunch of it tonight. As always, we're going to get to the news. And after the news, we're going to get to the Discord question of the week. After the Discord of the question of the week, the Discord question of the week. And special thanks to Chucky again for handling that for me. We're going to get to some live investigating here on the show. We're going to see if we can make contact with the other side. Never know. Anything's possible, especially here in the portal. So. And after that, we're going to hit some Cryptid Corner. We'll get to what we get to, and hopefully we'll have a good time along the way. So I don't know about all of you, but I'm ready to go. But before I go any further, just a special thank you to all of you who sent messages to the Minion. Yesterday was his birthday. That's why I wasn't here, in case you didn't get the notifications. I took the night off because it was the 8th birthday for the Minion, and we went to a town near here and hit a trampoline park, one of those indoor trampoline places. He had a ball and brought a friend of his. So we had a nice time and didn't get home until probably about, I guess, all day long, but didn't get home till about 7:30-ish, 8. And after chasing kids all day, I know I was tired. So I kind of just collapsed as soon as we made it home. But special thank you to all of you who sent messages to him, wishing him a happy birthday, whether here on Facebook or wherever. I've gotten messages everywhere for him, and I've shown them to him. And he just gets this huge smile on his face because, I don't know, it just means the world to him, and it means the world to me too. So thank you guys for that. That's really extra special and cool. That those of you that are out there listening just care enough to send a sweet message to a little boy. So it warms my heart knowing you're all part of my family here. So thank you all so much. And he had a good birthday. So, you know, what could a kid want? He got spoiled, went to a trampoline park, had a buffet. And who doesn't love a buffet? Obviously, I love a buffet. And then we came home. So it was a long day, but a great day. And at the same time, though, I missed you guys. I'm glad to be back tonight doing the show as usual. And Sheldon would have been here if he could have, but he had other plans, and so that didn't work out. So it's just you guys and me. So you guys are the co-host tonight. Aw, thank you, Nate. Thank you. Happy Saturday evening to you, sir. That's really sweet. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Just finished cleaning the front yard of the mansion. Got a mansion, Karen? Nice. Oh, it's a travel trailer. Well, those are like mansions. Those are better than mansions because you can drive it wherever you want. Just in time for the portal. Yeah, that was good timing, Karen. Almost like you planned it. Did you actually plan that, or did it just work out that way? Either way, I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. And hello to all of you guys coming in the door. As always, it's never quits being cool. Never quits feeling cool to just turn on the lights and so many of you guys come in. So, I've been really thrilled watching the Discord community grow. I do have to offer an apology to Con Squatch, Smokin' Joe, and Lucky Gypsy because I still haven't updated the last screen thanking our members, and I know you guys are YouTube members, so please accept my apology. It's something that I always mean to do, but it's just gotten steamrolled by a million other things that I've been doing lately. So I hope you understand, and I'm just really thrilled that you're members of the show. So thank you so much, and I wanted to do that on the front end because I don't know. I'm thinking maybe you guys might slow that down and go, "Where's my name?" There it is. Cool. And so if you're not seeing your name there, that's why. And we'd love to have as many of you as you want get to be members of the show here on YouTube. It definitely helps to keep the lights on here in the portal. So thank you so much, and be sure to visit the Teespring site for some portal gear of your very own if you want to emblazon yourself with the coolest logo in all of paranormal. I'm just saying, you could do that. So I think that's everything right up front. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm kind of jonesing for some news. So let's get to the news and find out just what I've curated for your benefit. Hello to Portal Mom. I know she's out there. She had a bit of a headache, so send Portal Mom all your healing vibes for that headache to go away, because she's going to be just listening if that's the case. If she's got a headache, she's listening. She's still here, but if you want to say hello to her, send her some love. So I guess it's news time. Want to hear it? Here we go. Most trusted news, ladies and gentlemen, right here on your internet-enabled device, along with me. So we got that going for us. I just wanted to, in terms of news, just wanted to put this up there so you can see that the table's all set up for all kinds of goodness later. So we'll dig into that in a little bit. Got the flashlight set up, the little cat ball, got the K2 meter, got the REM pod. And we're going to see if we can catch some spiritual voices on the portal setup there. So we'll see what we can get into. But until then, you and me are going to talk about the news. And got a few articles pulled up for your pleasure tonight. Hopefully your pleasure. The reason I put laughing in there is because, we do like to try to have fun with this stuff. I realize the paranormal is often very spooky and kind of creepy, so we like to have a good time with it here. So don't be offended if you hear some laughter. Laughter is good. It's good for all of us, and maybe it'll help Portal Mom's head. So, all right, let's get to the first article tonight, and it is coming from an amazing site. And I hope you guys are supporting these guys because I love the site. I don't know what else to say, but the site is called unexplained-mysteries.com. And I've always found it to be incredibly timely, and they cover a lot of weird stuff, which is right up our alley, as well as the traditional news and technology and science and so much more. So definitely head over to unexplained-mysteries.com. Check out the whole site, because there's so much more than I could ever cover here. Good God. Is that a big article? No, that one's not too big. Okay. I was looking at the next one going, geez, I'll never be able to cover that, but it's fine. All right, the first one up. This one's a sad one. Having been personally scammed in my life, I've been scammed. I've been ripped off when I was a 18-year-old young man, and it was the most heartbreaking thing, because I was just an idiot, and but that still doesn't make it okay. And I saw this story, and I was like, oh man, this is so horrible, especially representing a religion. And you'll see what I mean right now, because unexplained-mysteries.com brings us our top story tonight. This is woman scammed out of life savings by con man who claimed to be God. He claimed to be God. He wasn't just representing God. He said he was God. Boy, that's a tough one because, sheesh, if you get hooked on that one, you might have a few things going on there. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, faith is a beautiful thing, and of course, everybody wants to believe, and that's good. That's a wonderful thing. And whatever you believe, just believe it with all your heart. But if someone comes up saying they're God, you might want to take a step back and go, really? That's just me. I'm a little old-fashioned that way, but I don't even think in my stupid 18-year-old days I would have fell for that one. But let's see what happened here. A very religious woman from Spain ended up giving God all of her money after he phoned her up to request it. God's on the phone. There's a lot of people around these days willing to take advantage of vulnerable individuals. Yeah, just go on Facebook. They'll be all over you, talking to you about new programs where they're giving away free money. I've got about a jillion of them. If you don't follow me on Facebook, I try to post them up there every time because I like to play with them. I like to toy with them and have fun. But I'm also, I think they're disgusting individuals, so I don't feel real bad about it. But anyway, she said the victim, an elderly woman named Esperanza, is well known in her local area for her extreme religious views, and this prompted the owner of a local shop to take advantage of her. Oh, looks like they know who did it too. Wow. Incredibly, when he phoned her up back in 2013, claiming to be God, she thought nothing of it, and it was only too happy to contribute to the Bank of Heaven as per his requests. Over the years, he led her to believe that the money she was depositing would enable her to build a nice house in heaven. But all the while, she was simply giving it to the scammer, who asked her to place the cash in a small drawer in his shop. Well, she ended up being conned out of more than 300,000 euros. Oh, that bastard. Fortunately, her family eventually found out what was going on, and the scammer is facing a considerable jail sentence if he is found guilty of the crime. Incredibly, despite all the evidence to the contrary, he still maintains his innocence. Oof. Wow. That's between him and God then, I bet. Yikes. That's creepy. God bless her for, thinking she was doing the right thing. But man, what a piece of vile crap. That's terrible. But be careful, folks. Who was it? Was it P.T. Barnum that said a fool and their money will soon be parted? So, yeah, I think the takeaway here is if God calls you on the phone, hang up. Hang up. I don't think it's God, but you be the judge. All right. That's the first story up tonight. Kind of a sad one, but hopefully she get some of her money back anyway. But anyway, let's go to the next one. And this one is apparently, if you dream of touching the stars, ladies and gentlemen, you can. You sure can. And why? How? Why? Well, why? Because everybody wants to look at space. I mean, come on. That's just kind of a gimme. But how? Well, according to unexplained-mysteries.com, you can go on Virgin Galactic. Because you can now fly to space with Virgin Galactic for $450,000. Now, I think that, I don't know how their version of space is, but I think you're pretty far up there. I don't know if it actually counts as space. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. I've heard, it's just the outer atmosphere. It's not really in space. Well, I mean, you're close enough. I think that counts for all intents and purposes. But if you've got an extra $450,000 you don't need, and you're thinking, what can I do that really, maybe most people don't get to do? This would be it. This would be it. However, there was a bunch of people went down because they were going to be the ones to see the Titanic, and that didn't work out so well. And I can't imagine if things went wrong in this one, it would be much better. But anyone with a large amount of cash to spare can now fly into space with Virgin Galactic from August of this year. Yes, you heard it right. As of August, which is next month, you could be in space. It's been a bumpy few years for Virgin Galactic, especially with the loss of its original Spaceship Two in October 2014, an accident that not only claimed the life of a pilot, but also cast doubt on whether the company's lofty goal of launching tourists into space would ever happen at all. More recently, however, things have been looking up with the unveiling of the VSS Unity in 2016, and then back in 2021, a second space plane dubbed the VSS Imagine. Now at last, it seems that the company's perseverance has paid off, as the very first paying space tourist will be launching as early as August 10th of this year. Wow. Going to be the first people. I don't know if this is one of those things where you want to be the first. I think you wait till about 400 or 500. And if everything goes well before that, then yeah, maybe you do it. But you don't want to be the first. Virgin Galactic's approach to space tourism involves having a separate carrier aircraft lift its rocket plane to an altitude of almost 45,000 feet before releasing it. Once free, its main engine will carry it and its crew up to 50 miles above the planet's surface. God, I don't know if that's actually space, but that's pretty far out there. While the whole idea of affordable space travel for the masses is certainly getting closer, don't pack your suitcase just yet. Right now, a ticket will cost you a whopping $450,000. In other words, only the super rich need apply, at least for the time being. Well, there you go. I could show you the video, but it's going to be, some kind of promotional thing. And I don't need a copyright strike because there's going to be music on that. It's Virgin, for God's sakes. And I know I don't have the permission to air their music. But anyway, if you got extra cash and you're looking to do something that very, very few people have done in the entire history of humanity, then this is it. You found your place. I don't know. Like I said, I'll wait till a lot of people have done it first. I'm not going to be the first on that one. Not that my wallet is going to support that anyway, but who wouldn't want to go to the stars? Come on. I know I would. I'd like to go see all that stuff. I'm ready for Star Trek, Star Wars, whatever. Take me out there. I'll show me. Abduct me. All right. I'm only kidding. I don't want to be abducted. Going to the next story. This one's kind of bizarre. I didn't even know this existed before I found this story, but you're welcome because you might learn something here. I know I did. And apparently, according to unexplained-mysteries.com, there's been an enduring mystery of Antarctica's blood falls. And good news is it might finally be solved. And apparently it's not blood, which is good. Because anything bleeding that long can't be good. A bizarre natural phenomena in Antarctica is the appearance of blood flowing from beneath a glacier. Discovered by Australian geologist Thomas Griffin Taylor back in 1911. God, that's been around for a while. Okay. I wonder why I'm only hearing about it now. I blame you, school. There's a failing of the public schools, of which I'm a product of, so might be my failure as well. It says the so-called blood falls are a perplexing natural phenomena in the form of anomalously colored water. Well, it's not anomalous, is it? It's red. Which flows from beneath the Taylor Glacier in Antarctica and into the nearby Lake Bonny. An explanation for why the water should appear such a color has evaded scientists for years, but now a team of researchers believe they may have actually found the answer. In their new study published in Frontiers in Astronomy and Space Science, the authors describe how tiny nanospheres of rich in a wide range of elements are likely to be key to this peculiar red coloration. These analyses suggest that the red color at blood falls arises from oxidation of dissolved Fe2 or iron, Fe is iron, plus in the subglacial fluid that transforms upon exposure to air to form nanospheres of amorphous hydroxylated mixed valent iron containing material, with color also influenced by other ions in those structures, the study authors wrote. So could they just say it's rust? I mean, we're not scientists, right? It's rusty water, the end. Intriguingly, the findings are also significant in relation to the search for potentially habitable environments on other worlds, hence the unexpected choice of journal. The results provide a comprehensive mineralogical analysis previously missing from their literature for an analog site with a well-studied sub-ice microbial community. The authors wrote, why do scientists have to talk like that? Really? I mean, they're just pontificating endlessly here. Thus, the mineral assemblage could indicate a habitable environment if found elsewhere in the solar system. There you go. You might not have known that before today, but you know now, and you're welcome. I'm glad to be helping to educate the masses here. They could have just said it's rusty water. Turns out there's rust. It's rust. The end. It would have been a lot smaller. I could have read through that in a sentence or two. But anyway, I'm happy to read the more comprehensive versions at no extra charge. So there you go. There's rusty water in Antarctica, and that's why we have blood falls. Okay. I like the name Blood Falls, though. That sounds really kind of cool. That sounds pretty hardcore. Anyway, let's get to the next one. What is the next one, you might ask? Well, glad you asked, because the next one is for those of you who are herpetology lovers. You might appreciate this one. Herpetology is, of course, the study of reptiles. And in this case, it's kind of a creepy one, but it's kind of cool one. I did watch this one. I took a little sneak and found it. And this is, again, from unexplained-mysteries.com. Video shows hunter wrestling with largest python ever found in Florida. Florida's getting kind of sketchy, dudes. I'm just going to say it, because this thing is huge, and I actually did the conversion for the size of it. That's a scary size snake. The snake, which measured 5.79 meters in length, which is nearly 19 feet, for those of you out there that didn't know, because I didn't know before I did the conversion, but yeah, it's like almost 19 feet. It's like 18.99 something feet. That's a lot of animal. Proved quite a challenge to catch. The Burmese python, which was first introduced in the Florida Everglades in the 80s, has since gained a significant foothold, resulting in a major decline of raccoons, possum, and bobcats, as well as the near total disappearance of some rabbit and fox species. Oh. Wildlife officials have spent years attempting to remove the reptiles from the region, a feat easier said than done due to their enormous size and seemingly endless numbers. The latest example, which was caught next to a road, proved quite the struggle for the hunter, who launched himself at the creature. We'll watch that video. It's pretty striking. Fortunately, with the help of his colleagues, he was eventually able to subdue the snake. You can check out the clip for yourself below, and this is from Glades Boys and Jake Walleri. Yeah, and we'll watch it. If you don't like snakes, close your eyes. I'll let you know when you can open them again. But this is a big snake. All right, let's check it out. Here it is from Instagram. And we're going to Instagram. Okay. Where's the sound? There's.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Let's go!
Dude.
Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Mwah. Look at that thing.
Buddy? I know you carry tape.
Those things are so strong, too.
God damn! Get that. Get this off.
Yep.
Holy shit!
Sorry for the language.
Oh fuck!
Oh, lots of language. Sorry about that.
Oh my God!
Let's go!
That's a lot of snake. And you look at it and think, well, it was not much bigger than my arm. How strong can it be? I'm here to tell you, I had a 5-foot boa. And when she wrapped around my arm and squeezed, it would easily cut off the blood supply if I left her sit there. My fingers would get tingly in a hurry, and that's 5 feet. This is another 14 feet almost. And it doesn't look like it's really that thick and girthy like you might imagine, but that's a lot of animal. And very, very powerful. Very powerful. They can sit and squeeze the life out of something in no time at all. But man, it doesn't look so big there. I mean, I don't know where they measured it from. Sorry. It was just a bunch of inappropriate things rushed to my head about measuring things that aren't quite as big as they appear to be by measurement. But anyway, in keeping with the family-friendly theme of this show, we'll ignore that. But yeah, that's pretty creepy. That mouth, those mouths, I mean, they don't have fangs. They don't have fangs, but they do have rows and rows of needle-like teeth that grab and hold on and dig into the flesh. My little boa at 5 feet hit me in the head 3 times before I only thought I got hit once until I went and looked in the mirror. I mean, they hit and hit and hit, and they're fast and they're strong. So pretty incredible. The only good thing about this was Burmese pythons are generally not really aggressive. If it was a rock python, that would even be a more aggressive snake. And that dude would have been getting struck before he got near that close. They are so much more aggressive. But yeah, very cool story. So you saw it here. You're welcome. Yeah, it's a creepy thing. I mean, they are really devastating the ecology in Florida. There's no question. But I don't know. What do you think? I think it's pretty wild. But you be the judge. I don't know. I'm just bringing you the news as I find it and as I hope you enjoy it. So this has been a presentation of the Paranormal Portal News. And I hope you enjoyed it. So without further ado, let's get back to the rest of the show, folks. We got a lot more to get through tonight. So let's get started. Oops, wrong screen. There we go. All right. There we have it. I suppose I can close Don's lower third there, yeah? Because we don't need that tonight, because Don's not here. Nor is Sheldon, but you and I are here. And I hope you guys enjoyed the news. I always like doing the news. That's kind of fun. And another segment coming up next is one that I greatly enjoy, too. How the hell do the elderly... What? Retire in Miami? Well, I don't think they're out in the swamp normally, but that's the scary thing about these snakes is that they may start out in a swamp, but they could easily work themselves where there's lots to eat. In other words, pocket pets like cats and little dogs. You notice things like that disappearing. You might have some issues in your neighborhood. Yeah, they're pretty creepy. I don't know. I mean, I like Florida. I've been there several times in the past, many years ago, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great place. But that was before anybody knew, I guess, or everybody knew about these snakes that are loose. As I said, I've had snakes, and generally they're a pretty docile animal, and they'll only eat when they're really hungry. But the bigger they get, the more they need to eat. So where you start out with a small snake, you can feed it a mouse. I never, didn't like doing the live feeding thing. I'd always buy the frozen ones, but, it might be the last thing you have to feed it for a couple of weeks. And then you come in and drop another little mouse in there. So when they're little like that, they're very easy to care for, but then they get bigger and you got to get them bigger food or feed them much more frequently. And I opted for the bigger food. So eventually move up to frozen rats. And that's about as far as I got. I don't know, call me old fashioned, but it's just a little bit of maintenance involved there. So anyway, the next part of our show is a fun, wonderful part. And again, thank you, Chucky. If you're out there, is Chucky here tonight or not? I haven't seen him, which doesn't surprise me. I don't see a lot of things when I'm reading stuff, but I'm just up here. More of this, more of that. Barb is here. Good. Sugar Britches is here. Kevin is here. Just Info is here. Aggravated Progressive Wizard Moon. The Unknown is here. Aggravated Progressive ZX81 V2 is here. So, yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen Chucky, though. So maybe Chucky's not here, but he did line up a question of the week for tonight. John Stevenson is here. Good to see you. Richard Elmore is here. Brenda Joe. I'm just doing some shout outs as I see them. So Maggie is here, of course. Good to see Maggie. Good to see all of you guys. I'm just seeing it. Did I miss anybody else? Scrolling. Eric's here. Vegas Dirt Pusher's here. I'm just doing it the old-fashioned way, just scrolling up. Because sometimes Kevin White, WIPF, is here. And I think that's most everybody. If I missed your name, I'm sorry. I'll try to Try to see it later when maybe we'll do official shout outs later, but I just want to shout out a few of you now that I see filling up the chats, which is wonderful. Okay. So we're going to get to the question of the week, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't seen him Chuck yet. Okay. Thank you, Maggie. We'll keep an eye out for him. He's probably a busy guy. It is, after all, Saturday, isn't it? Jeez. Man, this last week flew by, folks. I'm here to tell you. Woof. It's hard to believe. I've noticed that as I've gotten older, though, man, time is just boom. It's like, I swear to God, the minion was born 5 minutes ago, and now he's 8. It's like, where the hell did this time go? Because, man, he can't be that old yet. But he is. He is. Man. You blink and you might miss it, folks, this whole life thing. So, without further ado, let's get to the question of the week. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Discord question of the week segment. It's kind of a misnomer, though, because there's 3 questions a week. Generally, if we have 3 live shows, but there's one for every live show. And tonight is no exception, because older you get, the less you look in the rearview mirror. Actually, there's more to see in the rearview mirror the more I look, the more I age. It's like I keep getting a bigger and bigger mirror of what's already done, and it's like the forward window keeps shrinking. Is that possible? Hi, David. Good to see you. David Zeismer just came in. Good to see you. Thank you so much. But yeah, it's just part of growing up, I guess. And someday, I mean, I'm already old, but I'm really mature, so it kind of works out. But anyway, John Stevenson. Yeah, I didn't know if I said hello to John. Good to see you then, too. Crucius Maximus is here. I like that name. Click that like button, y'all. Way to represent, Crucius. Way to represent. I like it. Okay. So we're going to get to the Discord question of the week and find out just what is on the agenda tonight. And remember, folks, if you want to get involved in our Discord community, we'd love to have you over there. I'm going to paste a link in our YouTube chat, so if you want to be a part of it, I'll say it out loud, though, for those of you that might just be listening and are like, well, what was that? Wait. Get your pen and pencil handy, because you're going to need it if you want to be a part of the Discord. And that is to join the Discord community. https://discord.gg/paranormal portal. And there you go. I'm going to paste it as soon as it scrolls up a little bit, and it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. So if anybody throughout the course of this goes, hey, what was that again? Just look at your chat. You'll see it. There it goes. Let me pin this message. Now it's all pinned to the top of the chat, so you can see it at your leisure, and join whenever you wish. Love to have you be a part of it. So tonight's question of the week is hopefully a good one. Where the hell's... Oh, yeah. I got to remember where I put stuff. All right, here we go. All right, so if you are not aware of our Discord community, this is what it looks like. So this is our Discord server, ladies and gentlemen. Over here's the servers. I'm, of course, involved in ours. This is the Paranormal Portal one. Here's Hometown Ghost Stories Discord. You can certainly look for them. I don't know that they have a concrete permanent link. Again, special thanks to K-Love for that. She made that happen for us. Yowie Central, Sarah's. This is Believe with Cade. Here's the Kev Baker Show. That's still an ongoing community. Even though our dear brother, Mr. Kev Baker, is no longer with us, his community still is very active. So if you love Kev Baker, his show, get involved over there. That's just wonderful. And actually, our very own ZX81V2 is one of the driving forces behind that staying active. So God bless you, brother. Appreciate it. And all right, so the one we're concerned about is this. So you click on the server you want to be involved with. If I want to go over to Ghost Stories, Hometown Ghost Stories, I'd click here, and then I'd be in their community. But I want to be in ours, because ours is, I love theirs, but ours is even cooler because all of you guys are here. Actually, we actually more and more are starting to share listeners. I was just a guest on Hometown Ghost Stories earlier this week. Had a great time with the boys. So And Rob apparently did really well in the World Series of Poker, so he's going to be back in the saddle now too. But great time. Always love getting together with those guys. They're just awesome. So Jesse and Dave were fantastic. Tonight's question, again, special thanks to Chucky Danger. The question of the week Saturday show. The chupacabra had its origins start in Puerto Rico. And as a reptilian-like creature with a row of spines going from the base of the neck to the base of the tail. Then, when reports of the creature started circulating around the U.S., the description changed to something more akin to a hairless canid-like creature. What do you think the chupacabra is, and why do you think the description varies in such a wild manner? This is something I've wondered for years, too, so I'm glad Chucky put this out there. But it is kind of crazy that it did start out as this hunched-over, reptilian-looking thing with these huge fangs with spikes down its back, and has evolved into this coyote, wolf, mangy-looking thing. I mean, the phenomena seems to be kind of the same. You know, these animals are just found drained of blood, and little puncture marks are found on these animals. But it's not like these corpses are torn apart or anything. They aren't savage like a lot of predatory animals would attack, like chickens and you know, of course, chupacabra means literally goat sucker by translation. Although the diet of the chupacabra seems to be pretty robust. Anything they can get, they'll suck the blood right out of it, apparently. So it does have a wild range of physical descriptions, which seems to suggest, look, we're not really talking about the same thing here. Or are we? So that was the question posed to you guys, our community. And the first one coming up, and I apologize because some of these names are chopped off. And I don't know why the hell my Discord is doing this. Maybe because I have the font size blown up so much. But it's driving me absolutely batty. I don't know who this is. It's letter A. And I don't know. Most of these are all spelled out, but I know this is ZX81V2. But a few of these, there's ZX81V2 again. But this A one is really, really bugging me. I don't know for sure who that is. So I apologize if I can't represent your name completely. If anybody in the chat that's also in the Discord could let me know, I'd appreciate it. I just hate the idea of going, well, A says, because that looks absolutely stupid. Hey, there's me, Arc Blaster. Is that you? Is that what this name is? Arc Blaster? Okay. Turn off the what? Turn off the friends list? How do you turn that off? Where's that? Where's the friends list? Is that over on the right? I don't know how to turn anything off. Should expand. ZX, if you can tell me how to turn that off, I'd really appreciate it. Where is the friends list? Is that this over here? The online and offline thing? Brent, give Renee Cruz a shout out. Hey, Renee Cruz. How you doing? Good to see you. Is Renee in the Discord now? I don't know what's going on. But sorry. I'm It's funny, you never know I used to work in IT, but I really did. But there's just so much to know. Where's Sheldon when you need him? Exactly, Brenda Joe. Where is Sheldon? Oh, he's busy. Whatever. See, I told you Discord was hard to use. Oh, hard to use? No, I mean, it's not. It's just little quirky things like this. I don't know. Maybe I can just turn this off. Where the hell's the friends? I don't know if he means this. Or is it this? I don't know. I don't know how to turn anything off. I'm sorry, ZX81. I'm Discord challenged, as you can see. I don't know how to do much anything. But it's top right of Discord, Brent. Top right is up here. There's this. Streamer mode is enabled. Okay, let's close that. Help. Inbox. Update. Is this it? Hide member list? Oh. Yeah, it's still crunched. Look at that. That didn't help, brother. I don't know. I'm so confused. Sorry. I should have this stuff figured out a little better than I do, but I don't. A long time ago. Well, you should come back, Renee. What's up with the long time ago thing? That kind of hurts my feelings. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's get to the question. CMB comes up chasing mound builders first and says, elemental creature, most likely akin to vampires. Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, this certainly is very vampiric in the fact that it drinks blood and it kind of leaves these husks of bodies behind. I don't know if things predate on what's left after these things hit them, or if everything leaves them alone and it's just these rotting carcasses that even like nothing touches. Like usually if a body's laying around anywhere in the wild, something's going to come eat it. Like whether it's possum, coyote, raccoon, fox, etc., something's going to come and start chewing on it. I don't know. I do know in like cattle mutilations, a lot of times they're left. They're absolutely left untouched even over a year. It's just general decomposition. There isn't the whole predation thing going on even on the remains. So I find that very unusual, and it seems to suggest there's something going on or something tainted that carcass, whether it's extraterrestrials or whatever, and so that nothing else will touch it. I don't know that that's the case for the chupacabras, but maybe. You could be right. Maybe it's a vampiric kind of thing. Whoever A is, what is A? Was it Arc Blaster? I think maybe. Was that what it was? I thought I didn't see the follow up from that. If that was who Cruzius said they were, but maybe. It's letter A. I think it's a newer endangered species that is similar to a vampire bat that resembles a dog. Yeah, wouldn't that be something? If species were still just popping up like that, just as a natural course of things, like not that was made in a lab and somehow escaped or was let loose, but that actually, as a manner of some form of evolution, just appeared. Boom. Maybe it's something like that. I don't know, but I think that's a great thought. I mean, certainly we've seen examples in the natural world of extinct animals reappearing, and it's a lot of cases. Like one was a flightless bird, and I'm not talking about the dodo, but it was another one on a small island that was basically wiped out. These things were absolutely wiped out. There was none existing. Now, these were a close relative of a flighted bird in that same area, and what they found was that some of those flighted birds returned and became those flightless birds over a period of time. And so, isn't that interesting? If there's a close relative, could it spawn something that maybe was wiped out and is now back just by virtue of some genetic balance or something? I don't know. I mean, all you can do is hypothesize this stuff crazily, but it is very curious. But great thought. Maybe it's a newer species that we just were never really aware of, but there it is. It's now here. So Cryptic Chaos comes next and says, I guess it would be the location. Same creature, but different features due to their area. But then again, it could be something completely different. Since they attack the same way, people assume it's the same creature. Yeah. And that's the conundrum. The other part of it is that, look, a lot of the early reports were these simple ranch people in Puerto Rico. They were, these were not scientists by any measure. They were people that maybe caught a glimpse of something and saw it running away, and therefore what they saw was a lizard-like creature, but maybe it was these things all along, and it has everything to do with witness testimony. I mean, there's certainly that possibility as well. People see things differently, and that's not a criticism in any way. It's just individual. You show 50 people a flower, and 50 people will see 50 very different things. There'll be similarities between them, but there will also be distinct differences in explanations for the most part. So it could just be that. Good thoughts, though. Eric the Purple Hobbit comes in and says, well, even Sasquatch has variants. Dogman as well. Hey, maybe Chupacabra got bit by a dogman, and those are the ones with the moon. When the moon turns full, that was once a lizard-like creature, no matter how pure of heart, turns into the wolf. Or in the case mangy coyote. Could be. I mean, anything's possible. Far be it from me. Oh, look at that. Chupacabra, ZX81V2. Actually found a little cartoony character. Let's see, Arc Blaster. There's Arc Blaster. There we go. Now I know who you are, Arc Blaster. Man, when I was a kid, I was told it was a hairy four-legged carnivore in Mexico, which had a strange tendency to suck all the blood from his victims. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's certainly become. Well, I mean, maybe it always was. The lizard-like one really was the earliest description that I had ever heard of. But again, these are witness testimonies. Nobody ever had real footage or images of them. They were just descriptions by the people that did encounter them in Puerto Rico. So who knows what they saw? Who knows what the lighting conditions were? Any number of things could make them see a lizard when maybe it was more like a coyote. That's a great point. Let's get to Kayla. She says, from the real pics I've seen in the past of this creature, I believe this thing could be a mix of coyote and Italian greyhound dog with mange. Yeah. The weirdest thing about it, and this is from actually the veterinarian down in Texas or somewhere down there has one that was found by the roadside dead, but she's sure it's the same one that was killing her chickens. But it actually has these I don't know if they're glandular structures or some kind of weird physiology that on the back of its thighs right by the tail, there's these protrusions coming out of the back of the leg, and they look like extraordinarily large glands that are somehow bald on the back of the legs. And maybe if nothing touches them after they get done sucking the blood, maybe it's something they excrete that other animals stay away from. I don't know. But yeah, that's very wild. ZX81V2 says, chupa, sucker, cabra, goat. Yep. Well, I think, isn't chupa goat? I don't know. Somehow it's goat sucker. Oh, cabra is goat. Okay. Sorry. I had it transposed. This is my head. This is as well as it works right now. So the chupa is the sucker and cabra means goat. So translated as goat sucker. Yep. Ash Hermit says, think one of my dogs is part chupacabra. It would explain a bit, or a lot rather. He's just crazy. Otherwise, new species are still being discovered all of the time. Many people who live near cities don't realize just how much space there is out there for things to live without us noticing. I think there are too many reports of unusual things to dismiss them all. My personal pet peeve, experts who chalk everything up to misidentification. And there is that. That's a good point. Ash brings up a great point. So imagine you're out, you own a ranch somewhere out in the sticks, and you normally see coyotes, and then you see one of these canid-like creatures at a distance and go, oh, dang it, the coyotes are back. Because they're really about the same size. And physiologically, they're very, very similar, whether it's a bushy coat or almost bald. Could you notice that at a distance if it was running or moving? And are these things nocturnal? I think they appear to be largely nocturnal, these canid suckers. I don't know how else to say it, but and if they are nocturnal, then there again, it makes identification double tough. So how many people would just dismiss this at a glance as, oh, coyote, I just saw him, and just saw a quick glance of him as the spotlight, whereas maybe it was something different all along. And again, as technology betters, as more people have more equipment to monitor and watch things like trail cameras and stuff like that are more prolific now than ever before. So the more cameras and the more materials out there to keep an eye on these things, maybe that's where the better identification comes from. So you be the judge. Raw says, I was in a science radiation project, Brent Thomas. What? Okay. It was fantastic. They stuck radioactive needles in my butt cheek, and they said I was special in every way. Poor Raw. I think you should have probably checked their credentials. I don't know what they were doing, but it doesn't sound real legit to me. All right, ZX81V2 comes back with a link. Well, obviously, we can't watch that, but you can certainly, if you're a part of the Discord, check it out. Every one of these threads is full of great links and information that this community has posted. So if you want to learn about this stuff, if you're newer to some of the stuff, come check it out. Get involved in these different content threads. Raw says, I have a question. I better read this first. What? Does anyone else at the portal burn Nag Champa incense to get rid of evil or bad spirits? I'm really interested in the properties of Nag Champa and as to why do evil and bad spirits flee when I light this lovely smelling product. He burns some weed all day long, and that does not work at all, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what it is about Nag Champa. I do burn it once in a while. I have many different types of incense that I enjoy. I just bought dragon's blood and some frankincense sticks. I do have actually frankincense resin for cleansing. I don't know that the incense sticks of frankincense are really that potent or effective, but anything's better than nothing. I think in many observations around the world, religious and esoteric smoke is a very spiritual thing. So again, I think it falls into faith as much as the materials sometimes. Yeah, exactly. Good point, ZX. Yeah, same applies to the tools. Whatever you believe. Yep. That's a good point. So more of this, more of that. Barbara says, here in the Americas, I always thought it was a cross between a hairless Xolo dog and a coyote or wolf with genetic changes to adapt to the environment. You know, that is interesting. I've never heard of Xolos before, but that image is really, really close to the one that lady has mounted, and the dash cam footage from that patrol officer of that thing running away from the car down the street. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it could be just a crossbreed mutation. Yeah. They're really kind of a pretty dog, though, aren't they? They almost look like jackals, almost like the Basenjis or whatever. So never heard of Xolos before, but I think they are gorgeous, gorgeous animals. And coming up at the end is Rachel, who says, perhaps the chupacabra is an escaped alien species from a UFO crash. Wow, wouldn't that be something, right? Aliens could have collected many species from other planets for biological studies, and there has also been reported UFO crashes. This could have been a crash that wasn't reported. The chupacabra might vary in appearance due to whatever the genetic factors they have. They may have extremely short lifespans, resulting in quick evolution through many generations. The tissues they consume could also alter appearance through horizontal gene transfer, genetic material being passed into the tissues of the creatures by the consumption of earth animal flesh. This is a phenomenon that has been found in plants, animals, and fungi. Rachel, you stun me so much. That's amazing. Yeah, certainly. What can you rule out? Nothing, really. But it is very, very interesting possibilities. But I suspect there could be truth to that. I mean, what do I know? What do I know? You think of, what is it, The Thing? From that old 70s movie, a horror movie? Wasn't it like some kind of alien species that would create clones of people and just nasty, nasty thing? Could be. God only knows. But whatever it is, they seem to be out there and they still reported. Now, although I got to tell you, I haven't heard a chupacabra report for quite a while. And I don't know if that's just because the majority of people now believe that they're just some mangy coyote or some weird hybrid crossbreed of different types of canids that created this. And so they just chalk it up as, well, it's just a different species. But interestingly enough, Rachel, what I find very peculiar is that so if these things do subsist just on the blood or the hemoglobin or whatever in blood, they might metabolize that really, really quickly. And like shrews. Shrews are incredibly aggressive creatures. They're venomous as well. And they apparently have to eat so many times their own body weight every day just to survive their own metabolism, which is incredible. But maybe it's something like this, that since they subsist on this, and I think the same is very true for like vampire bats. They have to eat a lot because, and I guess blood doesn't really stick to the ribs real good or whatever. But it is interesting to think about. So chupacabra, folks, whatever you think, there it is. They're out there. People are experiencing them from time to time. Again, I haven't heard any reports for a long time, But that doesn't suggest that they aren't still out there. Just maybe less people are talking about them because they believe, however faulty that belief is, that the science is settled. Well, I don't think the science is settled. But there you have it. So whatever the case is, we just don't know. But what we do know is that this has been a presentation of the Paranormal Portal's Question of the Week. Love to have you get involved over there on Discord, so please get signed up. The link is pinned in the YouTube chat. And if you're not watching on YouTube, go to youtube.com/paranormalportal, and you can see that link and join the Discord community. Did anybody join now? Let's take a look. Holy cow, Marie joined. She joined. Good to see you. David Zeismer joined. Good to see you as well. So 2 new people. Wonderful. Thank you for joining, guys. Really thrilled to have you as part of the community. So without further ado, let's get back to this show. The rest of this show, I should say. Not like I haven't already been doing it, but anyway, it's time to move on. All right, folks. So on Saturday nights, we've started kind of this newer trend. And again, this is the result of asking you guys, the listeners, in several polls on several social media sites, on YouTube, on Discord. You know, what do you guys think? Do you want to see more of the live investigation stuff? And pretty overwhelmingly, everybody said, yeah, they want to see it. So it's something I enjoy doing, but I will caution you that it does make some people uncomfortable. Here's the thing. I don't know that it really makes much difference if you watch ghost videos on YouTube of investigations, or if you're, you know, watching a live investigation of me doing it here in the studio. I don't think there's a lot of difference as far as risk is involved, but I think some people get weirded out by it. So just fair warning. That's what we're going to be doing for probably a good portion of the rest of the show. If that makes you uncomfortable, I understand if you don't want to be a part of it. Certainly no harm, no foul. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I find it incredibly interesting. And we've got some really incredible responses here on the show. I did a video a little while back called What You Missed. It's on our YouTube channel. And it was from the June 6th, I think, investigation that we did here on the show. And we got several things happening that I thought were pretty incredible. So if you guys are ready, we can dig into it and see about doing some investigating here on the show. No foul, or F-O-U-L. Either one. Oh, thank you, Mara. I appreciate that. Or Maura, Barbara. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, it was just as it happened on the show, and there was a lot of stuff I couldn't include just because I wanted it to be a short video, but that whole night was really full of incredible stuff. So without further ado, we can get to it and start investigating. Now, I do want to point out, I've got a couple of these balls back here. They haven't been acting right, though. They aren't triggering very well, and it could just be because they're getting aged. They're getting older, but they're back there. So if you see those go off, let me know, because I'm not looking at the camera, but we have a REM pod set up over on the table, and that's the prominent device right in the top, bottom of the screen on the other side over there, with the big red light on the top of it, and that should be a proximity sensor. You can see the whole antenna now. I tried to set it up in such a way as you could see that I'm not, moving a fish line or something if it goes off. I will say that has very, very, very rarely ever gone off in this house. I don't know if it will tonight or not. If something moves close, it could. I'm probably going to be triggering it a little bit when I'm turning on all the devices over there. But there's also a flashlight set up on the black cloth on that table. That's a flashlight. There's a little cat ball, much like the one I just blinked back here. That's on that table. And so with those devices and the ghost radars going, of course, too, that's on your screen right below my head. And so if we get a consistent kind of responses, that'll be kind of exciting. So we'll see what we get here, but I'm going to change it to this screen while I get up and get everything fired up and going here. So just give me a second, folks. We'll be right at it in a second. All right. You have your trusty ghost catching glue. No, I forgot that. I didn't remember that. Nope, no ghost glue, no strings, no unseen things. Whatever you see, you have my word that whatever you see on this show is exactly as it happens. I'm not into clickbait. I'm not into being sensational for the sake of getting attention. If nothing happens, nothing happens. That's fine too. And that's honestly, that's real investigating. A lot of times you go to locations and nothing will happen at all. And that's just the nature of the beast. So other times you'll go and you can't turn on your cameras fast enough because things are just popping off. So we'll see what we get into tonight. I'm going to get up now and go over to the other table here and turn this stuff on. So let's do that. Oh, man, that's me. I'm triggering that. Let me do this too. Let me do that. Okay, I did everything going off now is my fault. Okay, I think I got to change a battery here because they're getting low. So let me dig up some batteries here. All right, we'll get that wired up. Hopefully with more juice. Okay. Yeah. Quit nagging me. All right. Sorry, that's going to be annoying. Take off that one. Let's see, is this right? No, like this. Okay. I'm going to move you over here. That way you're not making noise. There, that's better. I'm going to change this one too. I don't know if it's going to matter, but these 9 volts don't seem to have a long shelf life. Okay. Well, it's working. It looks like it's working. Maybe it's just been a battery issue. Okay. What do we got? Tried to launch it once. It failed. There we go.
Welcome to Spiritus.
That could be the speaker making the cat ball go. I don't know for sure. Okay. I'm going to turn it down a little bit though.
Sitting on that line.
Isn't that something? Okay. Oops. I want to move this back. Okay. That's the reverse one, isn't it? There we go. Oh, that's not me. That's the flashlight came on by itself. There it is again. There it is again. Whoa, sorry. The feedback was me. Jesus, that's a little loud. Hold on. Okay. All right, I'm going to put it on this screen again so you can see me. And see that I'm sitting here. Okay. I wonder if the sound, because that flashlight is very sensitive. Oh, thank you for turning on the flashlight. Can you turn it off, please? Are you able to turn it off? I might have to adjust it again. Is there anyone here that would wish to communicate with us? That was like 3 voices. Oof. Is that too loud? It's a torch. Yeah, it's a torch. We call them flashlights here. Can you turn off the flashlight, please? That was 2 voices at the same time. All right.
Well, no.
I'm gonna have to adjust that flashlight. Yeah. Gotta adjust the flashlight. Ouch.
Normal. That's all.
Okay.
Boy.
Boy? Did you hear boy?
No.
Jesus, that's loud. Let's do this a little bit. Turn it away. Okay, is anybody here who wants to communicate with us? Can you say yes if you do? Okay. I think that should be okay. I don't know. I don't want the flashlight to burn and burn and burn, so we'll make it a little bit more hard to turn on. I'm going to put my headphones on. Yeah, if you got headphones and you're interested in hearing, please in the chat, let me know what you're hearing. If you can put it in capital letters, that will help me. Can you please tell me your name? Sound like Quinn? Can you very clearly tell me your name, please? There goes the flashlight. I'm going to turn down the reverb a little bit. Now that it's working, I'm like, what? I haven't... Okay, hold on. Little patience here. It's a little... That's a whole burst. Torch is cooler. Yeah, I mean, I'm over here. Both my hands are over here, so everything you're seeing is on screen. It's just a flashlight sitting on a black cloth. So, again, there will never be, my word to God, I will never do anything on this show that's not legitimate and correct. I mean, I love when activity happens, but it's not worth my integrity. And so I want you guys to know that what you're seeing on the show is really happening live as we're going. It's not being manipulated by me. It's not being trickery in any way. So if you're here, can you make that little ball on the table light up? Could you please make that ball on the table light up? Okay, please go ahead and do that if you would. Thought I heard sure, but oh, the flashlight came on. Well, I'll take that too. That's really appreciated as well. I appreciate you letting us know that you're here. Could you also make that ball light up? The little ball towards the edge of the table? Okay, how about the little ball though? Yeah, okay. I'm going to point to it. This little ball. Okay, you can make the flashlight light up all you want. That's fine. Thank you. That's very nice. Because that helps us to see you're here too. But I'd love it if you could make both of those items light up.
Well,
that flashlight is going crazy tonight. That's really cool. See, there again, stacked voices. That should never happen. Thank you. If you're indeed here and doing that, we really thank you so much. Can you make the little ball also light up? It's up to you. You don't have to do anything. There's that get on with it again. I can't hear voices clearly now, but it might be just me. Well, it's because the reverb's finally working. That was always supposed to be working. Again, reverb makes it sound like you're in a tunnel. But the idea is you want to create a field of sound that's big enough that apparently, and this is a theory, I don't know that it's obviously it can't be proven, but the idea is that you create a big sound field that spirits may be able to manipulate energetically and into words. So it is really muddier though. Maybe I'll turn down that reverb a little more. I'm just going to turn this down a little more. That's me. I'm probably doing that. No, I'm not. Never mind. Wasn't me. That was the REM pod. I thought that was me because I was turning down that dial. Can you make that thing blink and light up again? The object with the red light on it? The big red light? If you go close to that object... Oh, there's the cat ball. How about the flashlight now? Can you do the flashlight as well? You can do it. No shortage of things going on tonight. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Yes, again. That's the same voice as that other night on the 6th. That yes. Either says yes or yes, sir. I'm not sure. What is your name? I'd like to know what to call you. Can you give me a name or your name? Okay. Can turn the volume up? Sure. Oh, thank you. Appreciate the flashlight. Thank you. It's a little louder now. Again, the other thing you have to think about in terms of this is that, and it's something I've mentioned several times here on the show, we don't know how much effort it takes for them to do what we're asking. So you do have to give them an opportunity to do it. It might be a hell of a Herculean exertion for all we know. Well, now it's flickering on and off like crazy. Making it look really easy, but I mean, it might be a huge effort for them to do this. So when you ask for something, you do have to give them space to make it happen. So, yeah. So far the cat ball has gone off. The flashlight has gone off. The REM pod went off once. Little bits. What was that one? Sounded like a frog. Ribbit. So, we got a hell of a night so far. This is wonderful. Thank you so much for being a part of what we're doing. That sounds like you're welcome. It might just be me, but I swear it sounded like a quick, you're welcome. Your spirit's name, Brent, Brent a sandwich. How many of you are here? Can you give me a number of how many spirits are here with us? I'm so thrilled that reverb's working. That's just got me so happy. I'm so thrilled. Dead? Did you say dead? How many of you are here with me? Can you make... I was going to say, can you make the flashlight light up? And then it lit up. Okay, can you turn off the flashlight completely, please? Almost. You almost got it. Turn it all the way off if you would, please. You're... Oh, well, okay. I guess you can make it light up if you want to, if you'd rather do that. There you go. You got it all the way off. Good job. If I say the number and it's right, can you make the flashlight come on? Can you make the flashlight come on if I get the right number? Is talking about the number of spirits that are in this room with us. Is there 1? Is there 2? Is there 3? Is there 4? Is there 5? Okay, I don't know. Standing room only here in the Portal studio. It's like a rave up in here and I don't even know it. So I heard 1. I heard 1. Like that. Oh. So there's one of you in here. Okay. Can you share with me your name, please, or a name you'd like to be called? Ghost. That musical one always kind of freaks me out. And that was weird because that was very, very faint. Usually when it comes through, it's much more loud. But that was very, very faint. I've never heard that before.
Very well.
Can you tell me your name?
Well,
Is anybody hearing a name? Okay. Well, yeah, that was. You're right, Maggie. That was weird. Is there indeed just one of you here, or is there several? If there's several, light up the cat ball. If there's one, light up the flashlight. What was that voice? That was weird. I forgot which order I said. What did I say for the cat ball and what did I say for the flashlight? Because the flashlight is on a little bit. I don't know which one I said. Are you stuck or trapped? If you're stuck or trapped, can you make that device with the red light or the flashlight? You may be stuck, huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my God, both of them went off. You are stuck. Wow, dudes. Chills right now. I got chills. That's amazing. Wow. Can you turn off the flashlight, please? You can do it. Can you please make that turn off now? You almost got it off. Almost got it off. Keep going. Can you turn that device off, please? The light. Yeah, just please turn it off. That's crazy. The flashlight and the ball went off at the same time. Wow. That was weird. Can you tell us how old you are? How old were you? When you passed, how old were you? Several voices. I couldn't make out any of that. It's all right, Barbara. We love being stuck with you. Okay, can you turn the flashlight off, please? Please turn off the flashlight. No, the other way. Other way. There you go. Thank you. That's incredible. Come on, guys. Really? Right? That's amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it. I appreciate you showing us this stuff. It's wonderful to be able to make contact. Did you hear light? I heard light. Like an echoey voice. Light, light, light. Hello? Are you there? Yes? Okay. We'd still like to know what name to call you. Peter? Did I hear Peter? Yeah. Okay, Peter, is that right? If it's right, turn on the flashlight. If you would, I just need verification. If your name is Peter or you'd like to be called Peter. Okay. Hi, Peter. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming here to talk with us. We appreciate it. Okay, can you turn off the light, Peter? If you would, I'd appreciate it. There you go. Good job, Peter. Thank you. So, Peter, are you stuck, Peter? If you're stuck, could you turn on the light again? Are you unable to leave or go to the next life? Are you stuck? Okay, so you're not stuck. If you're not stuck, will you turn on the light for us, please? I see the light coming on a little bit. It really is pretty crazy. I gotta admit, this is one of the most active nights I've ever had doing this. If not the most active so far. Okay, so you're not stuck. That's wonderful. Okay, well that's good, because I certainly wouldn't want you to be stuck. Yeah, okay. Huh.
Very well.
To think I was thinking, maybe we should just do a regular show tonight. I'm so glad we did this. I'm gonna have to make another short video of this one because this is incredible. This is great activity. Think of the times we've asked for a light, the lights come on, and I've asked to shut it off, it's shut off. I mean, that's incredible interaction. It really is. It's very rare. Let's see, where are you? Peter, where are you? It's right there, folks. Well, thank you, Peter. Appreciate that. I've just got chills like crazy. It's awesome. This is incredible. This is all happening live, folks. Wow. Thank you, Peter. I appreciate it. This is just cool. Very cool. Peter, are you always here, or did you just... Yes, you are. Okay. You're always here. Well, that's wonderful. It's nice. It's nice to have a name to call you. I appreciate that. Did you live in this home at one time, Peter? Or I mean, you're probably still living in this home if you're here all the time. But is this the house that you lived in as well? Or did you? Well, I can't stack questions. Sorry. So it's not the house where you lived in. Okay. Two times on the same thing. So, Peter, have you been here a long time? No reaction. Okay, I'm mostly relying on the lights here. So you've been here for a while. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Peter. Can you turn it off now, please? If you would, please. You're doing wonderful. I appreciate your interaction with us. Okay, thank you.
And for me.
Very well.
Did you, Peter, in your life, did you live in this town? There's 3 on the radar, too. Oof. Okay, so Peter, you're from this town. Okay. Gotcha. Peter, did you just invite friends over? Is that what happened? Did you just invite others to come too? There you go, folks. This is wild. This is a wild night. Holy man. This is awesome. Wow. Peter, do you like it here? I was like, yeah, okay. Oh, there's the ball blinking, folks. My hands are right here again. I'm just keeping them on the screen because I don't want there to be any doubt at all. The table's about 5 feet away from me. I'm sitting here with my feet under me in the chair. This is phenomenal activity, folks. This is really pretty cool. Peter, could you turn that flashlight all the way off, please? If you would. Okay, thank you. I mean, that's great too. I like that you're making that ball flash. That's really wonderful. Now, Peter, I'm going to show you something. I want to see if you can do it, if you would, please. And you don't have to. But nothing on that table will hurt you. Nothing will cause you harm or hurt you. But could you move close to this so that it makes that noise? If you move close to that antenna sticking up, it will let us know that you're right there. Could you please do that? I would really love if you could make that light up and make the noise like I just did with my finger. It just will make that noise if you come close. It won't harm you. Would you please do that? Could you make that flashlight turn off again, please, all the way? Oh, very good. The other way, though. There you go. Thank you. That's just amazing. Just amazing. Huh. Thank you. How about that device that I just made a sound when my finger was near it? Can you move near that, too, and make it make a sound? It won't hurt you. Thank you for the ball again. I appreciate that. But how about that big device sitting? Okay, the ball and the flashlight. That's wonderful too, don't get me wrong. But I really love for you to make that device make a squeal like it did, that sound. It just detects you're being close. It doesn't hurt. If you wouldn't mind, I think you made it go off a little bit earlier when I was adjusting one of the devices on the table. Yeah, you sure did, Cool Hand. This has been really incredible. Wow. Thank you, appreciate that. How about that? Thank you again. That's wonderful. How about that other device in the middle of the table with the big red light on it? You see the wire antenna, the metal antenna sticking up? If you get close to that, it will make a noise. If you could, please. If you would, please. Wonder why not the REM pod? That's curious to me. If you would just get close to that middle, the big device, the cylinder with the metal piece sticking out of it, that's called a REM pod. Do you think you could get close to that so it will make a noise for us, please?
That's all.
Eric? Is Eric leaving? Hey, good night, Eric. Thanks for coming in, brother. It's a pleasure seeing you, man. So, I don't know why not the REM pod, though. That's interesting to me. Peter, could you turn off the flashlight again, please? I know you're turning it on a bunch. I appreciate that. It's kind of on still. Kingos typically interact with a theremin. Yeah, I mean, I've seen this REM pod at the Montvale Hotel go crazy. Absolutely just bonkers, sitting on a bed. And so I know it works really, really well. It's just, what was that voice? That was weird. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Can you say it again? One again. What's one? Is that a message of some kind? Yeah, that's a good point, Scorpion. I mean, maybe Peter hasn't figured out how to make the thing trigger by getting close to it. Peter, are you still here with us? If you're still here, can you turn on the light? Peter? Maybe he's not here anymore. Peter, are you still here? Can you make one of the lights light up for us? Yeah, it might have just been done. That might have been his entire spurt of activity. Maybe at your house, they have to reach into your home, but in the hotel. Oh, there's the ball. There it goes. Okay. Is that you, Peter? Are you back? Yep. Well, good. Yep, again. Okay, good to have you back. Thank you. Thought maybe you left. Okay, you're still here. Good. Okay. Thank you for being here and being a part of what we're doing. We're really excited to talk with you. This is a really wonderful experience. Peter, if you're stuck, how can we help you? Yeah. I was like, wait. How can we help you? Would prayer be helpful for you? I don't want you to be stuck. That makes me very sad if you're stuck. Maybe you're not stuck. Are you? I think you said before you weren't. But if you're not stuck, could you make the flashlight go on again? If you're not stuck, turn on the flashlight. I just want to know. Because if you need help, I want to help you. So far, the only thing that hasn't triggered, except for that one time, which I wasn't close enough, and it did trigger for that REM pod, but, oh, there goes the light a little bit. But I'm thinking, other than that incidental little blip, it really hasn't done anything tonight. That one's weird. But I have heard that one before. Oh, thank you, Maggie. Peter, do you like beer? Do you like beer, Peter? Yes. Yeah. I think I drank my last beer already, Peter. Did you smoke, Peter? Did you smoke cigarettes or pipe or? Yes, you did. Okay. Wow. Okay. Peter was a smoker. Peter, were you alive recently? Or was it a long time ago when you lived your physical life? How do you answer that? If you were alive a long time ago, can you flash the flashlight? Okay. So it was a long time ago. Okay. Yeah, that definitely went brighter. So, did you roll your own cigarettes, Peter? Yes, you did. Okay. Okay. You rolled your own. Wow. Not many people do that anymore. I do have one friend that still does it, though. Okay. Peter, can you turn off that light, please? Just like that. Boom. Awesome. Peter, you're doing amazing. Thank you so much. So did you enjoy beer? Beer, Peter? Yes. Right on. Boom. Thank you, Chris, for that idea. That was awesome. Okay. I'm with you, brother. I enjoy a beer every once in a while, too. Yep. Especially in the summertime when it's hot and sweaty. That's wonderful. Do you get to still have beer, Peter, in the afterlife? Do you get to have beer? No? Or light up the flashlight if you get to have beer. I don't know how it works in the next life, so I'm asking you. Do you still miss beer? Do you still miss having a beer with friends? Like, yes, sir. Oh. Okay. But I don't know if the voice thing was as accurate. It's almost like I trust the lights more than the samples. Because the voice samples, the audio stuff, you got to decipher. Is that really an interaction, or was that maybe part of the algorithm of the program? So if you miss having beer, could you make that little ball light up again? No? Oh, the flashlight? Sure, flashlight too. Oh. Peter, you're doing outstanding, man. That's really fascinating. That is incredible. I don't blame you. I think I'd miss it too. That's incredible. Wow. Literally I think right here in the studio is some of the best spiritual interaction I've had ever tonight. Thank you. Appreciate the flash of agreement. And it's primarily those two devices, but the thing is it's two devices. Two devices are triggering in queue with what the questions I'm asking are. And so that is, in a sense, potentially validation. Is it conclusive? No, but to me it is. But I don't expect that it's going to convince everybody. But to me, this is incredible interaction. Peter, did you ever drink moonshine? Did you ever have like grain alcohol, liquid lightning, moonshine? Anything like that? Well, I mean, you might have had grain alcohol. But moonshine? No? Okay. Doesn't seem to be much of a response. Can you turn off that light all the way, though, please? Because it's hard to know if you're answering a question or if it's just where you left it. If you could, please, I'd appreciate that. And again, I don't know how big what I'm asking is. It could be enormous. I mean, Peter could be exhausted by now from all of these things. Peter, are you tired? Are you getting tired from answering these questions? Is it hard for you? No? Okay. I hope not. I hope it's not. I just don't want to ask too much. So if it's not too much to ask, could you turn off that flashlight all the way? If you would, please. Peter, do you think you can make one of these balls behind me on the stand light up as well? Could you make one of those trigger? It's okay. I really can't see very well. It's in my blind spot, but he said he smoked, I believe. Yeah, and he said that it sounds like he rolled his own cigarettes, like he used to roll his own, like from that long ago. God, that sounded like a distant scream, didn't it? Peter, are you still here? Can you make one of the things light up to let us know you're still here? Yep, okay. Please do, if you would, please. I mean, the responses are really on point tonight. Can you make the ball light up again? If you're still here. I think I heard you say yes, but if you could, yeah, I've heard that one a few times. If you could make the flashlight light up, if you're still here, I'd appreciate it. Please. Again, the REM pod's been very, very, very quiet. Nothing except for that little blip. Peter, I think you might have left. Did you leave? Are you back now? It sounds like Chris. It sounds like he smoked, and he smoked was what it was. If you could turn off the flashlight, that'd be great. If you're still here. Oh, okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. How about the flashlight, the little black, the thing on the black cloth on the table? Could you turn that off? I hear lots of yeses, but the light's still on. It's okay if you can't. So can you count with me? I'm going to count. I'm going to say 3 numbers. Could you say the next number in that series? 1, 2, 3.
12.
What comes after 3? Do you know the answer?
Say it again.
What number comes after 3? Maybe you weren't good with numbers. I just sound like a dick now, sorry. I'm only joking with you, Peter. I'm not trying to make fun of you. Someone's gonna fly and hit my head. Oh. Did you hear 4, Maggie? Okay. I didn't hear that, but I believe you. Okay, 4, you're right. You are right. So, how about a math question? I just want to see if you're really hearing me and if you understand what I'm saying. What is... Okay. All right, wait till I ask the question. How about the flashlight? Can you make that come on again? And then off? The flashlight's kind of picky. It's stuck in the lightest light possible. Like it's in this almost off. It's still a little bit on though. So I'm going to ask you a math question. Can you give me the answer? It's going to be easy, I hope. What is 4 plus 4? Sound like 7. Nope, it's not 7 if you said 7. Did anybody hear a correct answer? I didn't yet. 4 plus 4. Sound like 12, but no, that's not right either. Do you know the answer to 4 plus 4? Huh. Sound like it could have been, but maybe. Is it possible you can make the flashlight go off, please? You see it has a little bit of light on. The correct answer to 4 plus 4 is... That was a lot of voices. One at a time. Okay. Okay, the answer is 8. I'm just going to give you a little freebie there. 8 would have been the right answer. Math isn't everybody's strong suit. So don't take that personally. Yeah. I heard a 12 too. You're right. New England Dirt Roadie. I heard that too. But, or at least I heard a 12. Excuse me. How about if I say some letters and you tell me the next letter in the alphabet? I don't know, maybe literacy isn't huge. But I'm going to try. So if I say 3 letters and you tell me the next letter in the alphabet. Ready? Let me know when you're ready. Yep, okay. If I say A, B, C, what comes next? Can you tell me the letter that comes after C? They're giving you the answer in chat. Correct answer would be D.
Yes.
Did anybody know that? Did you know that it was D?
Yeah.
Okay, because nobody gave the correct answer, so that's okay though. Nobody loses any points. How many fingers am I holding up? How many fingers am I holding up? Can you see this? It sounded kind of like a soft 3, but I don't know. That it was muddy. Did anybody else hear 3 there? Oh, yeah. So if you said 3, you were right. That was absolutely correct. Nice job. Okay. The unknown said he heard it. Yep. Maggie said 3, heard 3 as well. Okay, good. That was a correct answer. Nice job. This. What's this? Can you move any of the items on the table? Can you move any of them? Can you make that ball roll? Any of the items over there on that table, can you make them move? If you can, that would be wonderful. Okay, if you can make one of those items move, that's cool. I don't know. That could be really, really, really hard for you. Maybe it's too hard and that's okay. I don't know. I'm just curious if you can do that. Nothing's moving, right? I'm not missing anything, am I? Looks like everything's staying put. Except, thank you for flashing the ball again. That's great. But I was just curious if you could make it move. Can you roll that ball around? If you could show that, that'd be awesome. But if you can't, I understand. I don't know. Are you getting tired? Peter, are you still here? Peter, are you getting tired? Yeah, maybe. Well, we're about out of time. I suppose this is about a good place as any. Thank you to the spirits who came through to talk with us. We really appreciate your time, and you're working so hard to communicate with us. It's been an absolute honor to talk with you. Thank you, and we wish you well to go into the light in peace and in the light of all the divine. Thank you so much. So, I think I'm going to close this up. Yeah. So, 1 second. Okay, I'm shutting this off now. Thank you to everybody that chose to communicate with us. We really appreciate it. That reverb worked all night. Dudes, it has not worked in months. I tried fresh batteries before, nothing, but tonight, it worked. I'm so thrilled. I tried it at the Montvale, wouldn't work. Now tonight it's working. Thank you if one of you fixed that, by the way. Appreciate it. But, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but I've had an epic journey here with you guys tonight. Thank you so much to everybody. We got about a minute and a half left of the show. That really was insane. You're right. I'm here to tell you, I've done some investigating. I've experienced some really cool stuff. But I gotta tell you, what we experienced here in the studio is absolutely right up there with some of my most amazing experiences. And I'm really thrilled that we got to do it live with you guys here. Again, it's if you believe, great. If you don't believe, great. That's perfectly fine. There's, I'm sure, several that would want to debunk everything that they just saw tonight, and that's okay. My scope of doing these shows is not to make believers out of people, but to explore, to ask the questions, to have discussions, and to see if it's possible for us to reach out and make meaningful contact with somebody else that might be on the other side. So, is that what happened tonight? Personally, I think so. But I welcome you to believe and take away from this what you will. But again, I give you my solemn oath before all that is holy that everything you saw tonight is exactly as it happened, ungimmicked, no trickery, no fakery. It's just setting out these devices and hoping something happened. And tonight did not disappoint. For me, I was absolutely in chills sitting here like, wow. I couldn't have asked for better experiences here on the show. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you had a good time. And just know that we love you all. Be good, be kind, be nice. Take care of each other. Help each other out. Find the magic in every day. And remember to laugh as much as you can. All right, guys, we'll see you Wednesday again. Watch for the new podcast on Monday. But you all be good, take care, and have a wonderful week. We'll see you on Hump Day. Good night, everybody.